Hi, I'm Commissioner Lindsay Berschauer, and in this election, I'm fighting to hold the line against big government policies that will permanently change the affordability and livability of our county. We are working hard to keep Metro out of Yamco, and I need your vote to do so. My opponent just released a new ad that says that Yamhill County is at a crossroads in this election, and that it's time for a, quote, new direction. The only problem is, he's 5 years too late. Yamhill County was at a crossroads in 2019 when I ran for office. The county was running roughshod over our generational farmers and their property rights, with a future light rail plan that would have cost our taxpayers millions and destroyed the agricultural region of our county. After I was elected, COVID hit, and we were immediately under lockdown by former Governor Kate Brown. Her policies shut down small businesses, our schools, and did permanent damage to our economy. Yamhill County Commissioners had a choice to make. Either we bow down to a tyrannical governor and her unelected bureaucrats in the Oregon Health Authority, or we stand up to protect our constitutional freedoms. We chose freedom. We fought back every week against the nonsensical risk levels that were keeping Main Street businesses in lockdown. We said no to the vaccine passports that violated personal medical protections. We rallied with parents on the sidewalks of schools to demand their reopening so our kids didn't have to suffer in isolation anymore. We picketed alongside nurses and healthcare staff who were under threat of being fired for making a personal medical decision. And I personally guaranteed that no county employee would lose their job for a medical choice that was frankly none of our business. I even went a step further and passed the first civil rights resolution for county employees to ensure that they would not be discriminated against in the workplace. The former representative of our largest public employee union pushed back and said in response that we, as duly elected commissioners, have no right to speak directly to our own county employees without those statements going through the union. She's no longer with that union. She's now running my opponent's campaign, which is why it's so obvious that my opponent doesn't understand that county commissioners set public policy, not unelected bureaucrats and not public employee unions. There's no fork in the road ahead. Yamhill County is already on the right path. We've been standing up for limited government principles, and we put those values to work even in the face of constant hatred by the progressive left and the left-wing news media. We've prioritized funding for law enforcement and public safety, and because of our strong leadership, we are attracting law enforcement officers from surrounding counties because they feel valued and heard. We've pushed back against statewide mandates that erode local control and tie our hands with bad policies that our voters would never support. We've focused limited resources on the highest needs in our communities, supporting nonprofits and faith-based organizations with strong track records of success. We've made tough land use decisions that uphold private property rights, because without protection of those rights, you are less free. And we're tackling head-on the persistent problems around drug use, crime, and homelessness because it affects everyone's quality of life in our county. Yamhill County is on the right path because we have commissioners who are willing to fight for pro-freedom policies. Join me in holding the line in Yamhill County. Vote to re-elect Yamhill County Commissioner Lindsay Berschauer on November 5th.